Have you ever been bored of learning because it was too restrictive or your questions weren't answered? There's a learning method that gives you freedom and also allows you to explore all your curiosities. This method is something I use regularly because it can connect to what one learns in school to what one wants to do. After all, that makes it a truly sustainable form of learning in which online resources and traditional resources are utilized in tandem. Finally, this method uses a lot of online learning since the resources online are nearly limitless. Hello, this is my second video in a three-part series in which I discuss different studying methods. These studying methods, which give students complete freedom, is called blended learning. Next, I have an interview with a senior in high school. Hello, Sanctum. How are you doing?
Good, Prakar. Thanks for having me.
Of course. I have a few questions for you today. Do you prefer to study alone, in a small group, or in a class? Why?
I prefer to study alone because I feel like it's the best when you learn alone and when you're not having other people just tell you the answers.
Uh-huh.
No. And I also like spending time alone. That's how I work best.
Do you have any tips for people who are trying to undertake a project right now? And like from your past experiences, maybe?
Yeah, like, I don't know, for example, like a big paper, I would like try to first, like, don't procrastinate on it. Just get it done. Like, at least plan it out first, and then try to like break it down into like a few days. Like, you don't want to stretch it out too long, and you don't want to like do it on one day, of course.
Uh-huh. Um, do you study using an application or system outside of school? Like, not.
No, I think school keeps me pretty busy.
How do you use online resources to study? Like websites, databases, stuff like that.
So like Khan Academy is pretty good, and there's some pretty good YouTube channels like Organic Chemistry Tutor for like
I watched
math and
that too.
science.
How do you use traditional methods of studying, like the library, books, textbooks, stuff like that?
I don't really use the library. I think like most of the stuff is online already, but the library is still a good place. Like, it's pretty quiet and it definitely gets you into the mindset.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Blended learning is basically using online resources like websites in tandem with traditional resources. This teaches a student online technology readiness and is also known to have a beneficial effect on a student's academic performance and is a sustainable form of learning. To end today's video, I have a quote. The important thing is to not stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. By Albert Einstein.